Hi, hi. I think a lot of people struggle with their makeup, but not because they're not good at it. It's more like because they don't know what to look for when they're trying to pick their own style. Therefore, a lot of things don't end up suiting them. Today, I want to talk about how to find the makeup style that suits you best. So you don't have to be wondering why your makeup doesn't look right when you're trying to copy and paste some trend that's going around. It doesn't mean you can't do it, you just need to know how. Let's get into part one. Stop copying, start observing. One of the first things I noticed when I started really getting into makeup is that whenever I was copying makeup tutorials step by step exactly, I almost felt like it wasn't my face anymore and something was always a little bit off. But what if I still wanted to recreate the look, right? I started doing a thing where I stopped asking, how do I recreate this? And started asking myself, what do I like about it? What do I like about this instead of how do I copy this? Was it the liner that I liked? Was it the skin? Was it the blush placement? Was it the lashes? I started kind of picking apart what exactly I liked about looks. So that way I can recreate those parts because those were the parts that I like. You can do the same. Because a lot of the times without realizing, we just want to do everything like the face we're seeing on the screen, but without realizing that there's parts of our face that we don't really want to change. We just want to recreate certain parts. Let me explain. Part two, your face has personality in it. What does that even mean? I know. Every single face has personality. Some suit structure and boldness, some suit softness, some are suited for more dramatic looks, some are suited for softer looks, so on and so forth. And when you make it so that your makeup matches its personality, then suddenly everything looks a little bit more effortless and it looks like it's meant for your face, because you're embracing all of those things. Even if it's something minimal, it'll look more elevated just because it's catered specifically to you, because you're listening and watching what your face really looks well with and what it actually looks like. Sometimes we try to recreate things and try to change things about ourselves that we simply can't. And I think it's important to embrace one's structures. I mean, I envy people that have super chiseled bone structures in their face, but I simply don't have that. But instead of wishing that I still had that and trying to recreate it in my own ways, you can never fully do that. Makeup is meant to enhance, not to transform, unless you're doing really cool, like theatrical makeup, which go you know. And unless you're a drag queen, I think it's really, even drag queens, they are all about individuality. So that's not even a good example, because drag queens, I mean, yeah, they're chiseling the heck out of their faces and all that, but it's all catered to them and what they feel like themselves in. I mean, that's the whole point of drag. My point is, you need to look at the personality traits of your face and embrace them and see what your non-negotiables are. Let me explain further. Example, Cara Delevingne has one of the prettiest brows I've ever seen in my life. And they stand out because they're a little bit thicker, they're super bold. But if she wanted to recreate, or her makeup artist or her team or some fashion show wanted to recreate a specific look from the 90s, they're not going to go and tweeze all of her eyebrows off, because that's one of her personality traits on her face that is a non-negotiable. It just wouldn't be her if she thin them out completely. Or Angelina Jolie's bone structure. Oh my goodness, it's to die for, right? She embraces that because that's her face shape. She's not going out of her way to try to make herself look like a more softer, rounded face. Same thing with Sabrina Carpenter. She has a bit of a rounder face, but she's not trying to chisel out her cheekbones like Angelina Jolie. These are all things that are embraced in order to bring harmony to your whole makeup look. There's some things that are just non-negotiables. For me personally, I don't like to do very much to my eyebrows. I've said that in a bunch of my tutorials. I will only if it calls for it, just because I do this as my profession. So if I'm doing like a theatrical look or something that's a little bit more character driven and it kind of asks for it, then I will. But right now I only have clear brow gel on because that's just the way I like to do my eyebrows. That's what feels like me. I feel like filling them in too heavy just doesn't suit me in that way, and that to me is a non-negotiable. So you need to first look in the mirror and see, what are my non-negotiables. Another non-negotiable for me is my beauty mark down here. I will always blend my foundation downwards towards my neck, but I will always go in with a makeup wipe just to make sure that my beauty mark is showing through, because that's really important to me. And it's just, I mean, it's just part of my face, you know? That's a non-negotiable for me. So look at yourself in the mirror, see what you are not willing to change and what you love, because we should all find the beauty in ourselves. And I think it's really healing to be able to look in the mirror and be like, you know what, I do love this, and that about myself, and I'm gonna embrace that, and I'm gonna enhance it with makeup. Because I mean, I still wear brow gel, you know, I'm not modifying my eyebrows. I just have a certain way I like to do it. So if I want to go for a bolder look when it comes to eye makeup that I'm recreating from somebody else, I'm not gonna not do my eyebrows the way I like to do them. So first, look at your non-negotiables, look at what you actually want to keep, and then look at the makeup looks that you like and that draw your attention and see what you like about those. That way we can start to get a really good balance and make it more catered to you. Ask yourself, what am I not willing to change? What is going to be your consistent thing? Be true to the personality traits that your face has and apply them to all the looks that you want to try. So how exactly do you pick out a style that actually suits you? I'm going to tell you about it in step 3. We're going to talk about base, eyes, and lips, because these are the 3 things that are going to determine your style. The point is to find what suits you best in each category individually. So we're not looking at the full picture of the whole makeup look, we're looking at each thing as a separate category. One of the things I love doing is making Pinterest boards for all 3 categories, and then from there you can really start to kind of shape what kind of vibe you want to go for. Let's start with the base. You're going to go into a search bar. It could be Pinterest, it could be Instagram, it could be really anywhere, it could even just be Google, and you're going to look up your face shape plus base makeup. Look through all of the results and pick out the ones that stand out to you the most, the ones that you like the best. But this time, they're all with a similar face shape as you, because that's what you looked up. So example, I would look up a roundish oval face, base makeup, and that's what I would search, because I have a kind of ovalish, roundish face. If you have more of a diamond face, you would look up that. If you have more of a square face, you would look that up, and so on and so forth. This is why I like making Pinterest boards, because it really organizes things really well, because you have everything in one spot and you can name it base or skin or foundation and all that. So look at the different things you like. When you're looking at the base of a makeup, you want to look at different factors. Do you like the brightness of an under eye? Do you like the matte-ness? Do you like dewiness? Do you like the blush placement? And you're looking at all results that are catered to your face. So you can really pick and choose what you think looks best. So if you think it looks best on somebody that has a similar face shape to you, then it's going to look great on you as well. So opposed to if Sabrina Carpenter tried to chisel out her cheekbones, like I said, like Angelina Jolie, or vice versa. I don't know why I keep using those examples. Those are just the ones that popped into my head. So look that up and save a couple of results. Now we're going to do the exact same thing, but this time with the eyes. For the eyes, you want to determine what type of eye shape you have. So with that being said, some people have wider eyes. I have more of an almond shaped eye. My mother has more of hooded eyes. So determine what kind of eyes you have, and then from there look up the same thing, same format. So I would look up something along the lines of almond eye makeup, and then I would go and do the same thing of saving pictures that I liked, but this time they're with my eye shape. If you want to take it one step further, you can even add your eye color, because sometimes you can really get the gist of what colors suit you best. Like for me, a whole search would be brown almond eye makeup, and then I would go through those results and save a bunch. And if you think we're going to do the same thing with the lips, you're 100% correct. Determine if you have fuller lips, if you have a defined cupid's bow, if you have no cupid's bow, if you have fuller bottom lip, fuller top lip, etc., etc. You know yourself best. If you have small lips, big lips. So I would put something like, for my lips, I would put something along the lines of small lips makeup, defined cupid bow, or something like that, because I do think I have quite a defined cupid bow when I like to make it prominent, you know? I would look up something along those lines, and then I would go through and see different styles. And I know it could be kind of like, what do you mean different styles of lip makeup? It's lip makeup, you could just apply lipstick. But what I mean is, like, for example, a lot of the time I see that my lips are suited very well with that gradient lip trend. It was really big in K-beauty, and I, for some reason, thought it wouldn't look good on me, but it did, and I wore that a lot because it suited my lip shape. Other examples would be really bold defined liner with a really bold color, matte lips, dewy lips, glossy lips, no lip color at all. Some people really look good with just a gloss or just chapstick or just a glitter gloss. really look at different results. You'll be surprised how much variety you find, because there really is such a big spectrum of different types of styles of lip makeup and base makeup and all of this stuff. You really will fall down a rabbit hole. This will take you way longer than you think, just because it's so interesting and so fun, honestly, to see all the different types of makeup. So now that you have all 3 categories saved onto different things and you've looked at what you like and what you dislike, then you can start putting these together to make a whole look. Kind of like if you were making a new recipe when you're cooking. You're gonna pick out your ingredients and then put them together and see what it looks like at the end. And that's exactly what you're gonna do, because makeup is all trial and error. I wish I could tell you exactly what to do for every single one of your guys' face shapes, which I technically can. I can definitely do that, but it would be very one-on-one. That's what I used to do. I mean, when I was in retail, I did that all the time. And when I was doing freelancing, that's also what I would do. It was quite literally my job to make you look your best. So I've had a lot of experience with this. So take it from me when I say this is the best way to determine the way you should be doing your makeup. Find your non-negotiables, find what you like, and mix and match and play until you find something that just clicks for you. You might not like eyeliner. You might like only eyeliner. You might like really bright colors. You might not like them at all. You might like smoky eyes. You might like cut creases. All of these things are things that you can try out, wear them out for a day. You could always take it off. That's the best part about makeup. You can always hit erase. Makeup wipes exist. So go play around and see what suits you best and what you feel the most confident in. A lot of the times in my makeup tutorials, I always say, you do you. I say this in a variety of different ways. I don't always say it in that wording, but because I do makeup tutorials and I'm here contradicting myself, right? Being like, what, you don't follow step by step? No, actually, you only follow the things you like. So if you like cut creases and all of that, or you want to try them and you see me doing it in one of my tutorials, but you don't want to do my eyebrows, don't do my eyebrows. If you don't want to do my blush placement, you don't do my blush placement. It's all mix and matching and catering it to you. You always want to make sure that you're doing what's best for you, because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one wearing it. After you play around for a while and see what you like and dislike, it'll just click and you're like, this is the signature look that I like. And I mean, you can also have eras. I mean, for a really long time, I would just do a half cut crease, solid, done, nothing else, no eyeliner, no nothing. It was a cut crease. I would change the color all the time. I would put a glitter or a shimmer, and then that was my makeup for the day. Obviously with my base and all of that jazz, but I then transitioned into wanting to just do graphic liner for a really long time. You can have your different eras and still decipher it the same way, and you could always go back to those same Pinterest boards or saved pictures and be like, this time I want to try this. Some notes I'd like to say is, if it feels forced, then it's not for you, but it might be for you in a couple months, because it also has to do a lot with where you are mentally and what your vibe is. I think that's overlooked a lot, like the same way eras. I mean, eras are through everything. I mean, makeup has had its eras through the years. I mean, when we say 1950s makeup, I have a tutorial, by the way, on 1950s makeup, but if you say 1950s makeup, an image pops up in your head. If you say 70s, an image pops up into your head. If you say Flapper Girl, an image pops into your head. All these were eras, so you are allowed to have your own era. So just because you find your signature makeup look doesn't mean you have to stick to it forever. You could always experiment, and these are just little building blocks that I like to place down to help you guys make it a little bit easier. Categorizing these things and really being honest with yourself and seeing what you actually feel confident in is key to finding the makeup that suits you best. If you're not feeling confident in what you're wearing, then it's not for you. And if you still haven't found that style, that's okay, because it does take time. Like I said, it's all playtime. When it comes to makeup, it's all playtime. It's so unserious that I can't believe sometimes people beat themselves up over not being able to do a specific thing correctly. I couldn't do my makeup for a really long time. I couldn't even do a cat eyeliner. So do not give up on the first try. If you want to do a cat eyeliner and you genuinely feel that that's what's best for your face, you keep doing it until you get it right. Because honestly, practice makes perfect. Bob Ross said something along those lines, and it's completely true. You can only get better. And makeup is one of the funnest things to do. So literally just let yourself be a kid again. Let yourself play with colors and with shapes and see what happens. I'll be making more videos like this, breaking down makeup tips and more makeup education-based makeup videos, because I really think that it's an important thing. I mean, I learned how to do my makeup off of YouTube before I went to makeup artistry school. This is my foundation. makeup girl humor foundation, you know? But this is literally my training grounds. So for me to be able to flip the script and teach other people is really a privilege. So please pick my brain in the comments. Ask me whatever you want to know. I have a couple more educational videos lined up because I did get a couple requests. So if you like this type of video, please let me know down below in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. Stay tuned for the rest of my makeup tutorials, more vlogs. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and all that jazz. I know I say that all the time, but it's quite literally so ingrained in my vocabulary. I don't think I can not say that. Also, let me know what you think of this little setup here. I'm in a reclinable chair and I have a microphone. I'm also trying to experiment with other things along with my makeup, just like you guys. So let me know if you like this setup or if you want me to go back to my backdrop, and then I will totally do that for you guys. I'm just trying out new things because why not? We only live once, and the whole point of living is to have a grand time. We have free will, so always remember that, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye, besties.